The views expressed in this podcast, Champ and Tramp, belong to the host and guest, not the Champ and Tramp podcast itself. It's intended for entertainment information, so please use discretion. We're not responsible for any outcomes resulting from the content discussed.
So many people ask us, why carnivore?
It's simple. Beef protein isolate, whey, and other dairy-based proteins can cause stomach discomfort and bloating, which can literally ruin my day.
Exactly. With carnivore, you don't have to worry about running to the toilet after a shake because it's fast digesting and easy on the stomach.
Not only that, carnivore tastes delicious with 9 different flavors to choose from. Carnivore delivers 23 grams of pure beef protein isolate without any fat, sugar, lactose, or dairy, making it perfect for all athletes looking to take their training to the next level.
That's right. Milk is for babies. Beef builds muscle.
Beef up with carnivore. Let's go.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the Champ and the Tramp, let the bomb blast.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room a little bit. Now that I guess you can speak on it. A lot of people are asking. I'm sure a ton of fight outlets have reached out to you for comment. You really have been quiet about this whole thing. Can you talk about what happened at BKFC Newark?
Yeah, so I was supposed to fight, obviously, BKFC October 4th this past weekend. And I was training. I got for 6 to 7 weeks. I got a week out from the fight, and we get an email, or my manager, Ali, gets an email from someone from BKFC stating that the owner of BKFC is leaving for Manchester. He doesn't have a phone on him. He can't call you, but he'll call you eventually. But in the meantime, his doctor recommended I don't fight based on my age, consecutive TKO losses, my layoff, and my record, which sounds fugazi. And that was before he even seen my medicals, this doctor, or anything, which is kind of crazy. And the fact that he set me up a week before the fight, obviously we signed the deal months ago. So like all those facts were known much before we signed that deal. And not to mention that I passed every single one of my medicals. I did a whole shit ton of medicals. Okay?
I mean, I talk to you pretty much every day, and
right.
It was a little annoying to you that you were running around
every day I was going to medical. So
doing a shitload of medicals.
I'm going to tell you, I got a physical, I got a blood test, I got an eye exam. Then I had to go to 3 different heart things. I went to a stress test, an echo test, and a carotid test. 3 different appointments. Then I also went to a neurologist. I got an MRI and an MRA. Now, every single doctor said my stuff was great.
Eye doctor too,
all
right?
Eye doctor, yep. Eye doctor as well. Now, the promotion was trying to say they weren't getting my medicals, which is bullshit. They got all my medicals. So we sent them the medicals. Now, they did not send my medicals to the commission.
That's the most
at all.
That's the most
at all.
Part.
And I'm talking to someone at the commission. He's like, we don't have your medicals. So like, what do you mean you can't fight? We don't have your medicals. They're the ones that the commission, right? So I gathered all my medicals and I gave them to them. And actually, I got a call from someone there, and they said I had the doctor from the commission look at your medicals, and he's like, "You look fucking fantastic." That's what he said to me. This is recently. This is after I knew the fact I wasn't fighting. He's like, "Your MRI hasn't changed since 2021. You have no white brain matter. That's what they look for. That I guess signifies damage or whatnot." He said, "You have none of that." And he even said, he's like, I don't know if you're planning on doing anything, but you can tell your wife and family you got a clean bill of health if you chose to fight more. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'm not thinking of that at all. Right. I'm so this left such a bad taste in my mouth because number one, I was not thinking about fighting. Okay, they came to me. I ignored them once. Then they come to me again. Then Ali talks with, the owner. They come up with a deal. He gave me a number. It was a fucking pretty high number. I said no. They came back and gave me the number that I would do it for, which was a very significant amount of money, right? That's the only fucking reason I got off the couch. Now, granted, Now, once I got we woke up the beast, that's all I wanted to do was fight. It wasn't about the money. I wanted to fight. But, I mean, I'm not going to do it for nothing either. So, now, why did they do this to me? Now, I could speculate, and that's all I could really do is speculate. Right? Either they knew this from the get-go, which I don't want to say that, but who knows? You know what I mean? And now, in retrospect, I look back like they took forever to get my medicals done. They were trying to tell me I had to go to New York to get my medicals. When I'm like, what do you mean I have to go to New York? I've been getting my medicals
Fights
20.
in New Jersey.
The fight's in New Jersey, number one, and I've been getting my medicals 20 years in New Jersey for every fight I have ever done anywhere. You know, and then even when I started doing the test, they were like, we can't find a neurologist in New Jersey. I'm like, what? I found one right away. Found a neurologist. Then as soon as I made that neurology appointment, which later I found out I didn't even need to do for the commission. Didn't even need to do it. But I did it anyway. And then when I made that neurology appointment, I get a call back saying from my management team, because they're talking to the promotion, said, oh, you have to go to another neurologist and you're only in New York. So I'm like, what? What are you talking? Like, what do you mean? So I never even went to that appointment because it was bullshit. I think their doctor wanted to see me so they could tell me I wasn't fit to fight. You know? And yeah, it's just okay. Or they didn't sell enough tickets, right? And they figured, hey, let's get one of the highest paid guys on the card and get him off the card. We don't have to pay him. Or they lost like a sponsor. These are all speculations. Now we're past the point. They're paying me something pretty much so I don't sue them.
Right.
Okay? If they do pay me. If they don't pay me, I'm going to be suing them. They're paying me something. Obviously not my purse, but they're paying me something to kind of compensate me for my training camp and whatnot. And, you know, do I want to sit there and sue them for my whole purse? I mean, I could do that, but then who knows what's going to happen. So I'm not going to sit there and bash them because I did agree to this deal that we did, right? So I'm not going to, you know, I came to terms with it. So either, in my mind, I could sit there and go to court with these people. Who knows what's going to happen, or just get at least something for my time.
You came to terms with it because it's best case scenario.
Right?
It's not what
it's
you
not what I
wanted.
wanted. No, 100%, not what I wanted. But I mean, like, what am I going to do? Sit there and fight tooth and nail with these people and maybe get who knows what I'm going to get? And to me, I felt like this. No matter what scenario went down, people are going to say, and even still, even after this explanation, people are going to say, yo, you weren't fit to fight. That's what they're going to say. You were medically not fit to fight. That's going to be the narrative. And honestly, I really don't give a fuck because the people that I know, that know me, knows I was ready to go. Yeah. I passed every fucking medical. And honestly, in you know, thinking about it now, it's like I haven't got any of these medicals since my fight. I just got a clean bill of health. I'm good to go. You know, I guess that's
couple things that you're not mentioning because you're humble. You know, and every fighter did, but they got a chance to showcase their skills. Jimmy got a chance to showcase his. You know, Jimmy's got a couple schools too. You neglected your school for 7 weeks to train. You weren't showing up at your gym like you normally do every day. Obviously, you're taking time away from your family, away from your kids' sports, things like that. You know what I mean? But the thing that bugs me, and I know bugs you, is this is probably your last opportunity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what it is. You know, and like I really wasn't thinking about fighting. It was I kept saying it was the perfect storm. Yep. They were in Jersey. The money was good. I felt good. It was, you know, the mystique of the
You're not going to go to California to fight.
Yeah,
this was in your backyard.
Yeah, that's right. So it all worked. It was all perfect storm. It was all just perfect scenario. And
they came to you.
They came to me, dude. They came to me, and that's what I said when I was talking to these guys. Yo, what are you doing, bro? I said, you motherfuckers came to me. I didn't call you asking to fight. Yeah. You know, and people know this hasn't come out yet. I haven't made any public statements.
People know because they were talking about it in the post-fight.
Exactly. Yeah.
I saw Perry said something to Connor like, "You guys, you know, look what you did to Frankie Edgar." So people know.
Yeah. And Jake Paul mentioned it too.
Yeah, Jake Paul. Yep.
I'm just saying, look, I'm not going to sit there and talk disparaging about the promotion, just because I did make this deal.
Not only that, you're a fighter's guy. You don't want to ruin it for other fighters too.
Yeah, for other fighters, but. Yeah. I thought BKFC had something. Like I was like, wow, this is pretty entertaining. They got something, but not if they treat fighters like this, bro. Because I'll tell you what, fighters out there, beware. You know what I mean? And listen, they're giving me something, pretty much, so I don't sue them for the whole purse. Right? That's really what's going down. You know?
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's where we're at. But yeah,
Who
I
wants
wanted
to
to
get-
go out there. I wanted to go out there and bang the fuck out one more time. Yeah. I didn't, I watched some of these guys. I seen some kids I know fight. Like, they broke their hands. They got their faces cut the fuck up. I guess I'm happy that didn't happen. But, like, I was expecting.
The fans
like,
didn't get their money's worth either. I got my money back. I didn't even go to it. And I was a huge BKFC fan. I really was. Like, the Perry fight was amazing. But Jimmy didn't go up against the fucking Warrior. Again, no, not knocking that kid. He got a week's notice. They pulled him in. But that was a quick ass fight. I don't feel like I feel like you and Jimmy were gonna have a fucking legendary war in there. So even the fans, people wanted to see you fight. Most people know, especially your friends locally. You know what I mean? They know this was probably your last hurrah. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. It sucks.
Really does. Because honestly, I was telling you, I was like walking on fucking air for weeks there. When I got the fight, I was, and like, I felt great. You know what's the funny thing is this was funny. Okay, so I pretty much, after I fought, I got depressed. I was depressed for a couple of days. I didn't really, no one could tell, but like, I was eating my feelings in a way. I was eating ice cream in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? I was like, I got up to like 175 pounds. Right?
Not to cut you off, but that wasn't the original plan. A week out when you found this out, you and I talked a lot. You said, I'm fucking showing up there.
No, yeah, I was weighing in, and
I'm fucking weighing in.
I was weighing in.
Once you knew you were 100% out.
Well, yeah, once I got
probably
called.
Tuesday, Wednesday, right?
Yeah, on Monday. Yeah. I trained Monday of fight week.
Tuesday, you were at fucking Prudential, right? Or was that Tuesday before? That was the Tuesday before.
Yeah, right? Monday of fight week. So that week, I was training. I trained because I literally thought this fight might still happen. Right. I found out Friday this was going on, and talking to the owner. And this and that, and he was like, I'm trying to make it right. And I kind of knew it was bullshit, but I was like, I gotta make weight, and I want to make sure if God forbid I fight, I'm ready to go, So I was training on that day and then so Monday I get the call like, dude, you're totally off the card. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fucking make weight. What the fuck's the point? And I literally didn't work out for like a week, just because I was depressed and eating and whatever. And then Monday I went back to jiu-jitsu and I trained Monday in the morning with a bunch of the pros, and then I train with my guys at night. And bro, I'm so fucking sore and tired and beat up from the one day of jiu-jitsu compared to the 6 weeks of getting ready for a boxing match.
Is that crazy?
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm gutted for you. I'm glad you're speaking out. I'm glad you didn't go away quietly because people want to know. I mean, I was getting, as soon as they were putting promotional stuff out without your face on it, people were hitting me up like,
it's just shady, bro. Yeah. That's shady. Yeah. And look, it's the fight game. I mean, we should know that shady shit happens. But this shit don't happen in the UFC. You know what I mean? Right. It don't happen in the UFC.
Yeah.
And I would say, I mean, you never heard any stories of like this in the UFC. And if you heard stories of like this in the UFC probably wouldn't be where it is today. Right. So I'm just saying, I don't know what BK is gonna do, but this ain't a good look, bro. You know what I mean? And honestly, I want to be more mad and more pissed off about it, but I just can't let it consume me that much. But like, yo, you guys dogged me in my home fucking state. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Like, that's fucked up if you think about it.
Absolutely.
Like, they came to me, right? I did everything they wanted to, by the way. I went to every fucking promotion. I hosted a fucking watch party. I went to the Devils game. I did fucking podcast after podcast promoting the fight.
We missed the podcast because you had to go to Prudential on a Tuesday and promote it.
Yeah, so I've been doing everything for them. So that's fucked.
Agreed, man. I mean, I think that, to me, it seemed, I'm speculating here, but it seems like it was a money thing to me. It seemed like they pulled you off because of what they agreed to pay for, pay you, and either ticket sales were down, something happened, and they just didn't want to pay that purse out.
Yeah, honestly, they're paying me something. They're paying me something, and
you're thinking about saying something.
Yeah.
Send it. Fucking send it.
Bro, they're paying me more than they probably paid other people to fight.
Yeah.
They're paying me more not to fight than Jimmy might have got paid to fight. Right. You know what I mean? That's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
So, but that's that. Now back to my school.
You know what?
Doing that,
casuals will say, and it pisses me off because I've already heard it. Casuals will say, "Oh, he got paid to do nothing." You know what I mean? That fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, I sparred probably fucking 100 rounds. You know what I mean? Get ready for a fight, taking shots, this and that, and I mean, listen, I'll never regret working hard. You know what I mean? You can never regret working hard, but I mean, I was taking like I don't really spar anymore because I don't want to get hit in the fucking head. But you can find that my head's pretty good anyway. But I don't want to get hit in the head. But like I literally was getting hit in the fucking head for 6 fucking weeks, getting ready for this fight. That never happened. Right. So like when everyone's like, oh, it was only a 2-minute fight. Yeah, I fucking sparred 100 fucking rounds, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm getting paid for. You know what I mean?
Plus, as a fighter, and I'm sure everybody on that card felt that way. That's, like you are so looking forward to getting in there and showcasing what you busted your ass for. I wanted to
do a drag out.
You busted your ass, and you got to showcase nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There was no, bro, this is what's like.
It's the grand finale at the end of the fireworks show.
Yeah, you know bro. I mean? Yeah, and like honestly, my last couple fights, I didn't get to do that either. You know what I mean? That's what's killing. That's what I thought I was gonna have my chance, and not even win. It wasn't even a win. I wasn't like I didn't give a fuck. I mean, of course I wanted to win. Of course, I'm a very competitive person. I wanted to win, but it wasn't even about that. It was about going out there and just
banging,
fucking letting it go, letting it go, being violent one more time.
Yep.
You know.
For what it's worth, man, as a fan, I'm obviously your friend, but just as a fan, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that you're such a legend that you got done dirty like that. And I was hoping, we talked about this a ton during that week, and we didn't really openly talk about it, didn't put anything out there, but I was hoping that we're going to make it right, and I was hoping. I never gave up hope until like Tuesday, Wednesday of that week when they putting all this promotional shit out and you weren't on the card, that you would still be fighting. And then, once it became a reality, I got my money back, bro. Though I was in a 64-person box. Yeah. We all got our fucking money back.
Yep.
Crazy.
That's that.
Sorry, brother. I really am. I'm sorry.
That's life, bro.
You'll always be a legend to me, pal, and you'll always be a legend.
Maybe we'll beat someone up in Seaside. Who knows?
All right. I'm with you.
All right, brother.
All right, later.
What's up, guys? Make sure you follow us on your favorite podcast platforms. You can find the links in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and share it with a friend. Your support keeps us growing.